Help support the companies that support our community. I'm going to do a hollow form today, but this one's going to be a little different than ones I've done in the past. I'm going to start out with a piece of maple. It's about 9 inches across and about 7 inches deep, and I'm going to turn the basic shape and then put a tenon on each end of it. So I made one of the tenons a little bit longer because my original plan was I was going to kick it off center like this and hollow out a little hole in the top of it, but off the center point. But I can't get it off center enough to drill it, to put a hole in it. It would cut into that tenon, and I need that tenon to turn it around and clean it up. So switch gears, Forstner bit. I'm just going to put a hole in the top of it so that looks like the entry point for hollowing it out, when in fact it is not. I'm going to flip it back around and I'm going to hollow it out from the bottom. I'm going to save that tenon and re-glue that into the piece and use that as part of the foot when I'm done. I use the #1 hollower to hollow out actually the whole thing, and then as I get towards the top of it, I break through to that hole I drilled in it, and it actually works out nice. You can check your wall thickness with it, and you can actually see it when it's spinning around. So went ahead and cleaned out the rest of it, the inside all the way up to the top, and it's nice. You can actually see right through it. After I got that done, I glued the plug back inside of it. I lined the grain up, just like if I was making a lidded box. It lines right back up. Just went ahead around with the mallet and tapped it down until it was running smooth. And I let that set up for about an hour, and then went ahead and turned it, and I utilized the tenon there as part of the foot. So because it does have that glue line in it, I used the skew chisel to create 3 little grooves in it to hide that glue line. After I had that done, I created a recess in the bottom of it to hold onto it while I cleaned off the tenon on the other end. As I was turning the tenon off on the top, I stopped it a couple of times and stuck my finger in there to check the wall thickness to make sure I didn't actually put a hole right in the center of it. So after I got that off, I just used the air sander to clean it all up, resanded the whole thing. I had sanded the bottom of it all the way up to 240, and then I went ahead and did the same on the top. I went ahead and sanded that all the way up to 240, and then started putting the oil on. So I used the walnut oil on this. I just love the way it brings out the color in this. After I got the oil on it, I went ahead and pulled it out of the chuck and put a little bit of oil on the recess. There it is. So it is out of maple. I've never done one like this. I've done a hollow form where I did like turn 2 bowls and put them together, and there was no hole at all in it. And it was just a line down the center, so I created some little grooves like that. But it's super fun. I was hoping, when I came up with the idea, I was hoping I could have the hole in it, and I was going to use the beading tool to put a little rim around it. And then Robin asked me when it's off center if I could bring the material down on the outside of it, but just, you could do it, but it would still be way up here, and then you wouldn't have that tenon to clean up the other side of it. And I'm sure there's a way you could put it back on the lathe somehow to clean it up, but I just kind of wanted to try it. So with this, you don't have to put a hole in it. You can put multiple holes in it. It's just, I think it's a cool piece, and if somebody's not a turner, they have a hard time figuring out how you hollowed it out with the whole way over there. So it was a fun piece. This is a beautiful piece of maple. So this is another piece I got from a buddy of mine, Mark, down in Albany. Thank you, Mark. It is amazing. I love all the quilting in it, a little bit of burl, just some beautiful color. All right. I hope everybody has a good weekend. Next weekend is the craft festival, so I hope to see you there. I will have a video. I'll put the video up for the live show, and I'll have everybody that's going to be in it down in the description, so you can go check out everybody that's going to be on the show. It's going to be another fun one. All right, take care.